Okay, welcome everybody. We're live. We are behind schedule. Of course, what happens when we're on the road. I have a hard time getting here on time and getting set up. So my apologies for the late start. We haven't missed much other than the first 6.5 minutes of the first period. Still scoreless here in Rochester. Scarlet skating against John Marshall / Century here at Graham Arena in Rochester. Dorzik with the puck. He's going to get into the zone and dishes it back for Tosh, and Tosh is going to throw that on, and the goalie's going to just hold that. And it looks like shots on goal are already 2-10. So if that gives you an idea of what this game is going to look like moving forward tonight, that should give you a good indication. So let's see what the Scarlets can do here. Good hold by Bockel on that far point. And JM looking to break out, brings it out to neutral ice. And Bockel with it now. Bockel around the boards. He's got Tosh waiting for it. Tosh tried to feed it over to Dorzik coming through the slot. And Dorzik's going to have to circle back. Oh, and like JM got a piece of that as Dorzik was getting ready to pass. And Schmidt has to come over and get it. Gets to Tosh. Poked away from Tosh. Hit Bockel right in the chest. And makes Schreiber move for it. And Schreiber has to make a save. So we'll give them another shot on goal there. Like we've got enter at the circle, and he throws it back to the board. Rewitzer around the boards trying to find Ullman. Ullman can't quite get to it. Comes out to neutral ice, but dished off, and Keach picks it up and shot to the chest of the goalie. Ullman looking for the back of the rebound and couldn't get on it. And now JM looking to clear, ready on a hold. Can't get it out. JM finally gets it out. And now Reddy throws it deep into the zone, and Keach and Ullman are going to go on the forecheck. Keach goes to it. Ullman behind the net looking for the puck, battling for it. Let me see if I can zoom in. We'll see if this is any better if I zoom in. That might be too close. Yeah, it's going to be too close. So we'll zoom back out here momentarily. And Schreiber throws it to the near boards. Let me zoom back out. And that's going to hit the netting, and we'll get a stoppage of play. Let me reset my clock because I'm trying to do too much all at once here. 8:36 is where we're at. So shout out, I heard there's some boys maybe watching this game way up on Gull Lake. So shout out to you boys if you are up there and you're watching. Good luck on the ice fishing. I feel like I could be standing on a sheet of ice right now. Not with a fishing rod in my hand, but a camera. Just as cold. That's going to go up in the netting, so we'll get another face off in the Scarlet end. We'll give them a couple more shots on that. 5-11 is where we're at. So Scarlets need to get one more shot. Nice little dish into Dorzik. Dorzik into the zone, trying to get around the D-man. Throws it into the slot for Cox was there, and a good defensive play to keep it out of the net. Brody battling for it before the goalie could get on it. And that'll put us at 5-12 on shots on net. Good hold by Bockel. Bockel takes a hit, but gets it down to Madsen. Madsen trying to get it turned, and then Grassman going after it. And Schmidt tried to keep it in, and Century got enough to get it out of the zone. And Schreiber plays it along the boards for Hattlestead. Dane circles back looking for a release. Finds Bockel, but Bockel couldn't get it loose. It's going to go all the way back down. And Schmidt taking on, gosh, those boys look small. Tied up with Grady. And now Bockel gets it to neutral ice. And number 2, Jocelyn throws it back in for Century. I'm trying to think. Oh, a good pass look through the slot, but couldn't pull the trigger on it. And Starkey kind of lost his edge and lost the puck and allows Century to hold the zone. And that's going to go to neutral ice. Century's going to throw it back in. And now Schmidt looking for somebody and feeds it down for Allman, but Allman couldn't get to it. That's going to be an ice. Oh, they waved it off. Oh. All right. So enter. And now Reddy holds on a pinch, gets it down low for Keach. Keach pokes it over to Allman. Allman gets it turned along the boards. Got Brelgy at the point. He gets tied up in the corner. He's got two guys on him, and Keach comes in for help. Keach with it. Tried to feed it over to Enter, and number 6 for Century anticipated that pass and intercepted it. Now Brelgy battling on the boards. Allman trying to get it loose. And comes down, still on the boards, and Century's able to clear down into the scarlet end. Reddy goes after it. He's getting chased by 18, and they'll call that an ice, so we'll take it back into the Panther end. That's what I was looking for. I was trying to figure out if it was a jaguar, a panther, a cougar. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it's a panther. So that's what we'll call it. So maybe between intermissions, I'll see if I can get a zoom that's a little bit in between so we can get a little closer to the ice without having it too close where you have a hard time tracking the puck. Dorzik down low with it. Dorzik reverses out to the point for Reddy. Reddy over to Brelgy. Brelgy top of the circle shot. Blocker saved. Goalie. Dorzik throws it back down for Cox. Brody with it, trying to feed it over to Tosh and comes out to the far boards. And Brelgy throws it down for Tosh. Oh, Panthers get it loose, get it out to neutral ice. Brelgy throws it back in. The boys check up and they come back down on a forecheck. Tosh on the far boards gets it. Trying to get it turned, waits. Got Schmidt coming across, shot, blocked by a shin pad. It's going to go all the way down. There'll be no ice. So driver plays it over to Backel. Backel plays it to the near boards. Gets it to Dorzik. Dorzik. No, that was Cox. Dishes it to Dorzik coming through traffic. Cox goes for a line change. Dorzik left it for Allman. Allman gets to it, tries a reverse, and a big defenseman says no. Allman trying to find it now. Bodies his man off the puck. Can't get it. Keach drops it down low. Nobody there as Keach was up high. And Century lets that go to neutral ice. Good dish through traffic to Allman. And Allman had to wait for people to check up. Otherwise, they were offside. So Century now back with it. Tips, no ice. So now Schmidt with it from behind the net. Oh, poked away by number 11. Throws it into the slot, and Backel there to break it up as they had a man coming. Keach feeds it over. And Schmidt tried to get to it just out of his reach. And again, Century throws it back into the scarlet end. Backel with it. Going to leave it for Allman. Allman back to Backel. Backel. Oh, just out of the reach of Madsen, but deflection. Rewitzer tries to pull a trigger and a good back check by number 7 to deny the shot. 17, not 7. There's a 1 there somewhere. Madsen tried a little toe drag, and Century said no. Now, Grassman with some poke checks. Grassman gets it into the zone, feeds it over into the slot for Madsen. Madsen taken down by 12 on an open ice hit. Madsen a little slow getting up and making his way to the bench for a line change. Number 5 for Century dishes it back behind his line mate and through traffic, a nice stretch pass, and ready there to break it up. Oh, a breakaway and a good back check by Dorzik to deny the shot. And Dorzik feeds it to Reddy. Reddy, oh goodness, through traffic. Both boys missed it. And Grassman fanned on his opportunity, and shot goes off the side of the net. And Hattlestead lost his stick. He's in the crease. Fully shows his displeasure. Tells him to get out of the crease. Hattlestead back with it. Circles back and dishes it right to their captain. and he's off to the races. And the little backhander finds the back of the net to give Century the first goal of the game. Unfortunate. Nope. Gosh, Century brought their band. Look at that. .245 left first period. Panthers first on the board. And he's just going to hold that. They held that for a long time before the whistle. All right. Puck won by the Scarlets. Cox throws it down low. Bacco going after it deep. Taken down. Cox gets it, tries to feed it to Dorzik in the slot. Poked away by the Panthers, and they're going to clear to neutral ice. Schmidt ties his man up. Dorzik comes in for the puck, throws it back to Bacco. Ooh, 7 right there, almost got to it. Cox throws it in. Now Tosh is going to go after it. All the way around the board. Schmidt trying to hold. 44 pokes it away and gets it to neutral ice. Brady ties his man up. And now Bacco trying to get to it. And Rochester holding. Gets it to Enter. Enter can't get his stick on the puck. And number 10 for Century is able to pick it up, get it down low. Right to edge of the circle. And Cox picks it up. How is that a penalty? That better be a Rochester penalty. Oh, a shot saved by the goalie. And we're going to have ready for this, folks? We're going to have ourselves, oh, it's not working. There it is. A little slow on the start there. That is going to be a Scarlet power play. We're going to put number 7 in the box for 2 minutes. And Keach feeds it back to Reddy. Reddy has to circle back. Reddy around 2, back into the zone. 19 given chase. Reddy still with it down low. Out to the point for Bacco. Brooks down low. Over the Enter. The Ullman. Ullman out to the point for Reddy. Reddy over to Bacco. Bacco looking for an angle. Nothing there. Tried to find Ullman on the backside. Ullman had Keach, and deflection just goes wide. And now Keach trying to get to it, and Ullman is going to wind up going on a trip. That's a pretty, not sure what we're going to call that, but that's a penalty on Ullman, and he's going to go on a trip. So Ullman will go, and that will negate our power play with 43 seconds left in the first period. Dot high. Dorzik with it. And Century with possession in their end, looking to break out. Dorzik trying to disrupt. And now Tosh with it. Tosh trying to get turned. He gets turned. Going to feed it back out of the reach of Schmidt, and Grady's going to have to go all the way back for it. Now taking to the end of the first period. 1-0 for the Panthers with the lead. Shots on net, 16-6. So we'll go to intermission here, and we'll get a fresh sheet of ice. I'm going to do a little maintenance here, and I'll see you back here in about 12, 13 minutes. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the referees out. We're just waiting for the teams to come out now. We got ice is set up and looks nice. We got a fresh sheet. We're ready to start the second period. Boys gonna have a little bit of work cut out the second period. Hopefully they can come out with a little bit more energy. They seemed a little flat that first period. We'll see what they can do after maybe a little pep talk in the locker room. Trying to get you a look as they come out. Well, while we wait, let me give you just a brief little update of what we've got coming up. So, boys will play at home versus Farmington on Tuesday of next week. Oh, here comes Schreiber leading the crew back out. So, Tuesday, January 20th, we will have Farmington at home. And then looks like on Friday, we will have Minnesota River at home. That's next week. Those are the only two games we have next week. Got some interference here. We'll wait. Hopefully, once the game starts, he'll have a seat once he's got enough popcorn in his belly. And we'll continue. That following week, we will be at home versus that's the East West game. So that is the 27th. We'll see the Cougars again. And then we will be heading to Red Wing on the 29th to wrap up the January's game. So that's what we've got coming up. Two home games next week, and then a home game and an away game the following week. So that's what we've got coming up. And I think hopefully I'll be planning on broadcasting all of them. I'm not sure if I can get Red Wing in. I'll see if I can get that one broadcast. And see if I can get some of those JV games, the home JV games. We'll see what we can do on those. So stay tuned. I'll let you know as we get closer to those games. Look, we're set to go for the start of the second period. We're going to be 4-on-4 for 37 seconds. And then the Panthers are going to have a little bit of a power play with a one-man advantage for just a little bit, about 45 seconds or so. So Backel from behind the net, and the Panthers wait patiently for the boys to bring it out. And Schmidt leaves it for Dorzik. Dorzik over to Backel. Backel's going to get it deep. It's going to go all the way around the boards. Tosh trying to get to it, and JM is going to be able to clear out to neutral ice. Dorzik back to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for an angle. Nothing doing. Finds it. Oh, JM got in front of it, but Tosh got the rebound or the deflection. It goes up onto the back of the net and flicked off the net and played. And now the Panthers have a 33-second power play. And they're going to get it into the zone. And he's going to get to it. And Schreiber's going to make the save. 16:05 left. And looks like 23 seconds. My power plays off by a second. Up on the official clock, it says 23 seconds. He's going to bump Keach out of the circle, and Enter's going to take it to the boards. And now there's a battle for it. Keach trying to get it loose. Comes out to the point. 26 puts it to the far point, looking for a shot. And through traffic, and Schreiber has to make a pad save off the glass by Backel all the way down. And that's going to take to the end of the Scarlet penalty. So back to full strength, both teams. Allman comes out, tries to get in the fray. And Allman disrupting, which is good. And out to the slot. Jams number 7 picks it up, tries to get it back to the slot, and Keach is there to pick it up. And poked away and thrown back in. Now Allman along the boards trying to get it loose. Can't get it past, but gets it to neutral ice, and Enter picks it up. Dished away from Enter, but Allman there. And they're going to call that a goal. I think that actually went off of Ricky's skate. But from Allman to Enter, and that is a Scarlet goal, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you a little bit of the slide by where the boys can see them come through the group. As Tessa says, she likes to see that. So we could just give you a little bit here, like how about like that? There we go, there we go. And so we got a tie game, ladies and gentlemen, off of it. Allman over to Enter and a little dish to tie it up, one apiece with 5:14 left, second period. Good way to start this period. It was the first shot of the second period, and it's a goal. Another shot, and goalie's going to hold on to that one. Dorzik on the faceoff gets to the boards. JM throws it around. Backel trying to hold and can't. And JM's going to run it all the way down. It should be no ice as Backel had it at the point. Now Schmidt feeds it to Dorzik. Dorzik through neutral ice into the zone. He's got Tosh on the weak side. Feeds it back. Nobody there. JM's going to pick it up and bring it out of the zone. Good little dish over. And Schmidt trying to poke it away from number 8. Backel gets to it. Backel feeds it to Cox. Cox trying to find Dorzik. Dorzik tried to feed it over to Backel, and number 97 there to pick it up. Poked away by Cox on a nice back check. Oh, pad save. Out to neutral ice. Now Cox with it. Brody into the zone. He's got 2 guys he's trying to get the puck through, and they say no. But puck comes out. Ullman overskated it, and JM's able to bring it out. 17 throws it around the board. Schreiber slows it up. Lets Reddy come in. Reddy misses on a hit in the far corner, but picks the puck up on the rebound. Keach gets it to neutral ice. Ullman trying to find it, and they're going to call a high stick. I didn't see a stick go up, but he's calling a high stick. I must have missed it. Not going to call it for nothing. Oh, it's a JM high stick. So we'll be in the Panther end for a draw. It looks like it's going to be Enter on the faceoff. Gets it to the boards for Allman. Allman, with a little stick lift, allows the puck to get to Keach. Out to the point for Rewitzer. Rewitzer over to Reddy. Reddy, top of the circle, looking for a deflection by Keach. Goes around the boards. Reddy holds, hits Allman's skate, and JM's able to clear to neutral ice. Allman goes back for it. He's got 71 chasing him. 71 with a nice poke, and it forces Schreiber to make a blocker save, and another blocker save off the rebound. Allman trying to get it loose, and another JM gets it turned out to the point. Allman there to poke it away into neutral ice. Allman in long reach, gets it, can't find it in the slot. Keach, pad save goalie. Backel tries to hold. They're going to call a high stick. Second high stick? I didn't see that one either. He must be seeing something different than I'm seeing. Oh, they're going to put him in the box. All right, so that's going to be, ladies and gentlemen, that's a power play for the Scarlets, we're going to put number 26 in the box for 2 minutes. And Bockel with it. Bockel through the crease. Shot from the point by Tosh. Doesn't make it through traffic. Now, Schmidt through traffic, deflected by the one of the JM players, and it goes off the glass. Cox with a big hit, takes a stick right out of the player's hands. Tosh from the near point. Tosh from the center. Traffic, deflected wide. Now Schmidt, top of the circle, shot, hits Cox. Brody trying to find it, can't. Comes out to the point. Schmidt down low for Dorzik. Dorzik looking for an angle, over to Tosh. Tosh skates it to the middle. Looking for nothing there, leaves it for Schmidt. Schmidt, and finds the back of the net. I don't think Brody touched that one. I think that was all Tosh. No, Schmidt, sorry. That was Schmidt. And that is a Scarlet goal. That's going to be Tosh. That's going to be Schmidt from Tosh on a power play goal to make it 2-1. Scarlets with the lead. 5 minutes into the second period. Now enter on the faceoff. And comes out. Jam's going to throw it in. Driver holds it up. Going to have forced to play it over to Allman on the near boards. Out to the point. JM holds. Shot deflected way over the net and along the far boards. Allows Keach to get to it. Keach feeds it to Enter. Enter tries to get through and poked away by number 24. Nope, 44. Puck comes out. Relgi trying to get to it. $11:27 left. Second period. Looks like Madsen on the faceoff. He's got Hattlestead and Grassman with him. And puck goes to the corner. JM trying to clear. Bockel there to hold. Bockel does hold, gets it down. JM picks it up, still in their end, but they're going to be able to clear it. A breakaway pass away from Bockel. And just like that, they get a breakaway goal. And they tie it up 2 apiece on a stretch pass through the neutral zone to find number 97 by himself. And with a quick little wrister, gets it over Schreiber's right shoulder to tie the game at 2 apiece. I don't have any graphics for that goal, so don't be looking for anything on that. Now Tosh gets it into the zone, and goalie's just going to cover that one up and hold. Dorzik down low for Ready, down even lower for Tosh. Tosh tries to get it out. Flicks it up for Ready down low, trying to feed it back to Tosh. JM's there to pick it up. Rewitzer feeds it over to Tosh. Tosh gets it into the zone, and Cox is going to go after it. Oh, good hold by Tosh. Flick that right out of thin air. Drop it down to keep it in the zone. Cox trying to get to it, can't. Battling for it along the boards. Panther goes down. Allman comes in, picks it up. Allman tried a little backhander off the mask of the goalie, and JM's going to ice it all the way down. We'll get a stoppage of play and a puck drop in the Panther end with a 10:21 is where we're at. Shots on goal 25-11. Allman enter Keach, Backel, and Schmidt out for the Scarlets. Enter, gets it. Keach picks it up, dishes it down for Allman down low. Allman tried to feed it to Enter coming into the slot. And JM trying to break it out. Good hold by Schmidt down low. Allman's going to have to go after it on the near boards. Can't get to it. JM, oh, he does get to it. Gets it down for Ricky. Ricky trying to find it. Ricky, oh, taken down. No call. And JM coming out of the zone. 71 with speed. Tries to toe drag around Backel. And then Allman gets it, feeds it up to Backel and Keach. 2-on-1. Backel with it. Backel, oh, off the skate. Oh, and then the rebound. Goalie has to make a save off Backel's second attempt, and the puck comes out to neutral ice. Now, Grady with it. Schmidt going to take it in by himself into the zone, looking for a shot, deflected off of number 5 stick and into the far corner. JM throws it around. Schmidt at the point, holds, shot, intercepted. Keach with a hit. Stretch pass, looking for it. It's going to go up onto the boards. Ready. Throws it back into the JM zone. JM is going to throw it all the way down for an ice. And so we'll reset that in the Panther end. Oh, shot just barely wide. Gosh, battle for it. Shot and a goal. Dorzik gets the Spartan or the Scarlet. The Spartans. Who are the Spartans? Get the Scarlets the lead again, and that is a Scarlet goal. Keaton Dorzik gets the Scarlets the lead one more time. Number 10 looking for a shot. Number 7 gets the rebound, and Shriver's just going to hold that one and not give them an opportunity on a rebound. And they're going to redo that one. Enter. They're going to kick Enter out of the box. I think someone went in early, and the referee says, no, let's try that again. So, again, we'll try that again. And Schmidt now on the face-off. Schmidt gets it to the boards for Backel. Backel along the boards to Allman, and Sentry able to hold. Not Sentry. Gosh darn it, you guys. Hold it together, man. Hold it together. It is JM. And shot deflected wide. And shot thrown into the slot, and JM is able to pick it up. And trying to get it into the zone. And they finally do. And Shriver's just going to leave that for Backel. Backel from behind the net. And finds Allman on the blue line with a stretch pass. Oh, Allman tried to deke around their D-man and nothing doing. And now Sentry coming the other 97. He had the breakaway. Oh, and no call there. Could have been a call. No call. And all the way around the boards. Rewitzer in the near corner trying to get it loose. Jam holds. 97 tries to get it around. And no idea. Um, I don't, I don't know what they had just called. Anybody see it? I have no idea what that was. Anyway, we're going to bring it back into the Panther end. Dorzik on the face-off. I'm off my clock quite a bit, so we'll see if I can reset that. 7-11 is where we're at. Shots on goal 28-13. Reset those. There we go, and we're set to go. We'll try that face-off again. Dorzik on the dot. Tosh and Cox on the wings, ready, and Rewitzer on D. And JM wins it. Panthers throw it around the boards. Rewitzer can't get to it, picks it up in neutral ice. Boys, reset. Dorzik with it. Feeds it over to Tosh on the boards. Tosh pokes it around number 24, down low. Oh, Tosh to Cox. Goalie on the line, but couldn't cover. Puck still loose, and they whistle it dead. Quick whistle on that one because the goalie did not have that puck. You could see where it is. But a lot of times when the ref can see it looks like the goalie's covering it up and they can't find it, their go-to is to whistle it, which that's what they do. That's fine. So we'll try that draw again. It's like enter on the face-off. He's got Ullman and Keach on the wings. Keach trying to find it. JM picks it up. Oh, good hold by Schmidt. Schmidt steps up as the puck was coming out to the blue line. Now Ullman races over, gets to it, trying to get it out, and JM pokes it out to neutral ice. Schmidt with it, throws it in. Ullman's got to check up. He does. And now Keach and Ullman will go on the forecheck. Oh, enter missed it, but Schmidt is there to pick it up. Schmidt with a circle and a shot, and puck goes out to the slot, but nobody there. Shot through. Brady Schmidt gets another goal. That was Keach. So Keach must have got the deflection on that because I believe that was Schmidt with a shot. Keach must have deflected it because Keach is leading the charge through the bench and over to Schreiber to celebrate to make it 4-2 in favor of your Scarlets. Dorzik on the face-off. Okay, the Panther coach wants an explanation. Referee gives it to him, and we're back in business. 6:22 is where we're at. Get the clock straight. That's on net. 30-13. And referees get themselves square where they need to be. And here we go. JM wins the draw. Still a neutral ice. Get it into the zone. 44 giving chase to Reddy. Reddy leaves it for Brelgy. Brelgy into neutral ice. Deflected. Cox picks it up. Brody trying to get through the slot by two guys, and they say no. And puck comes back out to neutral ice. Dorzik sandwiched. And now Brelgy trying to get into the zone. Does, but Rochester picks it up, and they send it in. Nice poke check by Reddy. Oh, miscommunication there between Tosh and Dorzik. Neither one of them went for the puck, and JM grabbed it. Oh, good pass by Dorzik over to Cox. Brody, shot high and wide. It goes around the boards. JM's going to pick it up. What do we got? Dorzik with it. Down low. Nope. Goes around. Reddy trying to get to it. And he gets tied up. Allows JM to get it out to the point. Shot from the point. Glove grab Schreiber. Technically, I think this team is JM/Century. So that's not wrong to say Century, but we're just going to call them the Panthers because they are a combined team. So we'll call them the Panthers. Let's see if I can stick to that. And now Madsen on the draw. Madsen gets it to the boards. And Schmidt has to go back for it as Panthers hold at the line. Brady dishes it. Oh, and stolen. And Panthers looking for angles and shot, and Schreiber has to make a good save there to keep that out of the net. Yucca puck they're going to do between the second and third period. We won't be chucking pucks, but they will. Oh, shot. Good save. That was a good draw and a good shot by 71 at the top of the circle from the draw. And Schreiber makes the save. Bockel throws it all the way around for Keach. Keach has got Allman coming through neutral zone. Keach going to keep it into the zone. Keach down low. Allman, top of the slot, right there. Oh, gets it away from a Panther, throws it down low for Enter. Enter down low, reverses, trying to keep it. He needs some help. Keach trying to get to it, and Panthers come the other way with it. It's going to be a delayed Scarlet penalty. My guess is going to be on Enter. So now the Scarlets are going to need to touch up. And Schmidt does. Schmidt just touched up. Why are we not whistling? There we go, finally. So we're going to have a Keach. No, it was Keach with the penalty. So Braden will go in for 2 minutes and we'll go on the penalty kill. Go back into the Scarlet end for a draw. Kill unit out there looks like it's Dorzik, Tosh, Reddy, and that's Rewitzer. Out to the point. Tosh out there blocks it with his shin pad. And can Jacoby get to it? He does get to it. He's got Dorzik with him. Jacoby tried to feed it to Dorzik and couldn't get it to him. And now Panthers coming the other way. They put on the brakes, feed it over to number 7. 7 coming into the zone. And Dorzik throws it out to neutral ice. 24 picks it up, throws it over to the other side. Back to 7. 7 back to 26. 26 back to 7. Now 7 through neutral ice into the zone. Rewitzer on him. Rewitzer putting pressure. Rewitzer still putting pressure. Now Tosh out at the point, down low for the Panthers. Back out to the point. Near side. Shot through traffic looking for a deflection, and it goes wide and along the boards. Panthers hold. Up top. Shot through traffic. Blocker save. Schreiber. Back out to the point. Shot. Off the post. And along the boards. 45 seconds left on the Keach penalty. Out to the point. Back down along the boards. Out to the point, and nothing there. So it's going to go all the way down. And let's get a line change. Allman out there. Enter out there. Schmidt and Rewitz are still out there. Allman trying to disrupt. Into the near corner. Schmidt along the boards. Gets it to neutral ice. And 12 seconds left on the penalty. Rewitzer on a change. Bockel comes out. Bockel gets on 18, who's got the puck. Puck goes down low. It's going to allow Schmidt to battle for it along the boards. Allman there too. Allman trying to get to it out to the point. Out to Allman. Penalty's over. Allman into the zone. Got one to beat. Shot deflected. Allman gets the deflection. Trying to throw it down. Enter there to help. Allman gets it down along the boards, trying to get around number 2 and can't. Enter comes in and kicks the puck to Allman. Puck comes loose. JM's able to get to it. And looks like Allman and number 97 get tangled and they whistle it dead. Let me reset my clock. 1:37. I don't know what they're going to call there. They're going to send number 97. I don't know. My guess is by the looks of the way 97 is talking to the ref, my guess is Isaac managed to get himself tangled up in number 97 stick, but we're going to put 97 in there. And you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? That is a Scarlet power play. Okay, I'll give you one more. That is a Scarlet power play. All right, I'm done. Dorzik on the draw. He's got Bockel, Schmidt, Tosh, and Cox with him. Brody trying to get it loose, and Rochester throws it all the way down. That'll go to the other end. Driver holds it for Tosh. Tosh with a lot of space. Got to get around number 10. He gets around 10, gets around 7, into the zone, and loses it to 24. And 7's able to clear out to neutral ice. Tosh picks it back up. Tosh back with it. He's going to throw it back for Schmidt. Schmidt. Okay, we're 35 seconds in. We had it in the zone for about a second and a half. There we go. Back in now. 40 seconds in. Dorzik with it. Throws it down. Blocking that corner. All right, now Schmidt. Now Cox in. Cox, lost it and goes down low. And now Bockel. Down for Cox. Brody's got space. Out to the point for Tosh. Tosh has got Schmidt. Over to Schmidt, top of the circle. Through traffic, does all the way through traffic and out, all the way down to the other end. 20 seconds left in the period. Grady with it. Grady's going to skate it. Got 13 seconds. Grady from the top of the circle. Finds the back of the net with 8.9 seconds left for a Scarlet power play. Grady Schmidt. That is a Scarlet goal. To make it 5-2. And enter with the draw. 5 seconds left. It'll get into the zone, and that should wrap things up to end the second period. That'll take us to the intermission. I'm going to move that intermission thing a little bit so you guys can see the Chuck-a-Puck. So just give me 1 second. We'll move that baby over a little bit. We'll pop it right down here. Make that just a little bit smaller. And that way you guys can see the Chuck-a-Puck. Not that you're all that entertained by it, but we'll put it out there for you nonetheless. So I'm going to take a little breather. I'm going to go try to warm my hands up, and I'll see you back here in about 15 minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're ready to get started with the third period. We'll let the boys come out. I think they're making their way over here. Let me zoom in so you can see them come out of the tunnel. There it is. Sorry, a little jerky there. Well, there was no chance I was going to make it here for the JV game, obviously. Barely made it here for the varsity game. But I did talk to the boys, and it sounds like they skated to a 1-0 win with the winning goal scored by Gurnett to give the JV boys the victory. So we'll see what we can do when we get over to our home games next week. See if we can get those JV games broadcast as well. Part of that just has to do with logistics with my schedule and whether or not I can get here on time, get to the rink on time to get things squared away. So I'll let you know as we get closer whether or not that's going to work. I'll check my schedule for next week. 5-2 is our lead, or our score with the Scarlets' 3-goal lead going into the third period. We get 17 minutes up on the clock. Remember, running time is if you have a 6-goal lead. So if the Scarlets score 2 more goals and the Panthers don't, then we will wind up with running time. But we'll see how the third period progresses. Oh, and Dorzik lost the puck, and that's going to go back around. Tosh is going to pick it up on the far side. Tried to feed it over, went off a skate of a Panther, and Cox is able to throw it into the zone. Now Dorzik going after it behind the net. Panthers along the far boards, reverses. That's going to allow, nope, Dorzik couldn't quite get to it. And that's going to come out, and Schmidt's going to hold. She's going to skate it down low with a shot, stick save. And Backel trying to hold. Oh, good little feed by the Panthers, but couldn't get it loose, and Allman throws it back deep. Allman back on this side with a stick on it, and now Keach going after it. Keach picks it up, feeds it to Allman. Allman pass was just off of the spot where Allman could get a stick on it, and Panthers clear to neutral ice. Schmidt picks it up. Schmidt around one gets it into the zone. Around another one, trying to around a third one, and off the edge of the net. And I think it took the net off, so they're going to whistle that one dead. They'll reset the net, and we'll get a draw in the Panther end. See if I can zoom this in. There we go. We're going to hold this for a little bit. We get back to neutral ice. I'll zoom it back out. And Keats looking for a penalty, nothing drawn. And so James going to bring it the other way. Him into the zone. Oh, into the slot. Poked away by Enter, and then a shot goes wide from the point. Number 5 back with it. Along the end line, deflected out to the point. A shot goes wide. And now Enter battling for it. Panthers with it in the corner. And Brelchi takes the man down and allows Enter to get to the puck. Enter to Allman. Allman taken down, no call. Allman back up. Got a stick on it, but couldn't hold. And Backel throws it in. Boys go for a line change. Panthers bringing it out of the zone. Stretch pass to 18. He checks it up and then goes for a line change. Backel with it now. Stretch pass to Schmidt. Schmidt deflects into the zone. He's got Hattelstead in the slot. Hattelstead going for it in the far corner. And JM able to clear. Oh, good back check by Grady. Feeds it to Hattelstead. Hattelstead backs it up, looking for a pass. Gives it to Schmidt behind, out of the reach of Schmidt. And Grassman has to go for it. Now, Grady gets it. He's going to throw it. And Grady throws it down for an ice. I'm not sure why he did that, but He needed to get off the ice, but not sure why he iced it, but it is what it is. We'll get a little face off in the Charlotte end. A little too hard to do with that zoomed in angle, and I haven't been able to zoom that out. I'll see if I can do that for the next game. Tosh trying to get to it. Goes to Reddy in neutral ice. Reddy trying to feed it to Cox, just out of reach, but Brody picks it up off the boards. Brody still with it, throws it down for Tosh. Tosh trying to get it down low. He does to, I think that's Dorzik, out of the reach of Revich, is going to go all the way down. Driver looking for a stretch pass to Dorzik. Dorzik gets it turned as the Panthers were going for a line change. And now Brody on the far boards. And a good hold by Tosh, feeds it down to Cox, but then poked away and into neutral ice by the Panthers. Into the zone, 17 looking for a shot. Schreiber says no. Along the boards, Cox feeds it over to Allman. Allman, he's got Bacco with him. Allman, oh, good block by number 24. Allman trying, oh, Bacco with a wraparound, couldn't quite feed it in. Feeds it over, Allman down low to Bacco. Bacco trying to get it back to Allman, can't do it. Bacco back with it, trying to get it back to Allman. Goes to the slot. Peach holds nicely from the top. Through traffic, Allman looking for a deflection. Goalie makes a save, and of course, I didn't start my clock. We're at 12:38. Allman pokes it away from number 97. Allman gets in front of him. Puck goes out to neutral ice. Allman needs to go for a line change, I think, but he stays out. And he's going to throw that up on the glass behind Schreiber. And number 16 is going to get to it. Ready with a nice poke check. Gets it to Allman on the boards. Allman dishes it out to Madsen. Madsen over trying to feed it to Grassman. Madsen goes into the boards. And Panthers are able to get it into the zone. Schreiber has to poke it away. Feeds it to Reddy. Reddy up to Grassman. Grassman gets it into the zone, but Panthers pick up possession. 97 trying to get it through. Poked away by Schmidt, then Madsen. Schmidt with it. Schmidt from the dot. Shot, glove, grab, goalie. Good little grab there to keep it out of the net. Let me update my shots. To be 36-21, what they have up on the official board. I think they actually just gave that shot to the wrong team. Yep, they did. So should be at 37, but they didn't put it up on the board. Well, we'll correct it as we need. Starkey battling for it in neutral ice. Panthers get bringing it into the zone. Schmidt ties up number 10, allows Bacco to get to the puck. Starkey gets it loose. Bacco picks it up in neutral ice. Bacco into the zone. He's got Starkey and Madsen with him. Madsen couldn't find it in the slot as his stick was lifted by a Panther. And now Rewitzer gets around one. Rewitzer into the zone. He's got an angle and a glove grab by the goalie to say, not today for Rewitzer. 11-13 shots on goal, 37. So they didn't give him that shot, but they gave Rewitzer that one. So 37-20 other shots on goal. And Tosh on the face-off. Dorzik over to Reddy. Reddy deflected by 71. My goodness gracious. That one, it was deflected by Reddy, goes straight up in the air, drops down into the slot, and Tosh is there to clean it up and find the back of the net for a Jacoby Tosh goal. I'm guessing they're going to give Jaden Reddy the assist on that one, but we'll wait and see what the referees have to say about it. To make it 6-2 with 10:56 to go. Dorzik back to Rewitzer. Rewitzer over to Reddy. Reddy getting it deep, and Cox is going to get it on the near boards. And Panthers trying to get it out, and looks like they're going to. Nope. Good hustle by the Panthers to get it out. Oh, and a reach. And Schreiber taken out, and looks like Mason may have hit his head on the ice as his legs were completely taken out from under him. Hopefully Mason's okay on that one, because that did not look pretty. Rubby. Referee resets the net. Boys making sure Mason's okay. Yep, I'm good. And get back to center ice. Let's play hockey. Carlos with it. Schmidt off the boards into the zone and back out of the zone. Schmidt back with it. He's got to wait for Keach to check up. He does. Now Allman going on the forecheck. Fed over right to the slot, and Enter trying to get to it. And shot through traffic, goes wide and fall. Ricky Enter almost had a sliding goal. Bacco with it now. Bacco down low for Allman. Allman looking for somebody in the crease. And puck's still loose. They finally whistle it dead with 9:51. And Rochester trying to keep the boys out of the crease. Number 2 somehow winds up with Isaac's glove, and Isaac's going to go to the bench. And Matson on the draw, gets it to the boards. Hattelstead tries to get it low. Matson going after it, trying to get to it and can't, but then Grassman comes in. Grassman trying to get to it. Matson to Grassman to Brelji. Brelji gets it deep in the zone, and Matson going on the forecheck. Hattelstead in the slot. And Panthers get it to neutral ice. Seven was creeping up looking for a stretch pass and didn't happen. Hattelstead on the forecheck, trying to get in front of things. That's going to be on net. So Schreiber trying to get it over off the side of the net and out to the point. Number 4 holds. Grassman with it. Grassman. The Dorzik off the boards. Dorzik can't get to it. Schmidt off the boards to Dorzik. Dorzik can't get it. Stays in neutral ice. Oh, good poke check by Cox. Gets it to Tosh. Tosh gets through one. Gets around. A little backhanded pass. Doesn't make it through, but a good look nonetheless. And number 7 in neutral ice gets it into the zone. Tosh with a great back check to slow him up and break it up so that Charles can get back in and help on D. And now Cox trying to get it. Now Schmidt with it. Grady looking for a pass. Feeds it to Cox. Brody in neutral ice. Brody's going to bring it in. Got to get through 2. He does. Gets to the far corner. Gets around 1. Down low. Feeds it over. Oh, a beautiful little give and go from Tosh trying to hit Dorzik in the slot. And Panthers there to break it up. Schmidt to Cox on the edge. And Panthers clear. 17 coming into the zone, trying to get around Dorzik. And feeds it over. And no, they hold the zone. Feed it in. 11 almost had a good look. And Bacco and Dorzik were there to break it up. So 7:33 left. Shots on goal. Let me do an update here. 39-22. There we go. So in Scarlet End for a puck draw. Looks like it's going to be Enter on the face-off. He's got Allman with him, Rewitzer, and Reddy, I think. If I can see that number right. Now, Panthers doing a nice job on the forecheck. Reddy in the behind the net trying to break things up. Rewitzer with a good block on the edge of the crease. Allman trying to get it loose. Rochester holds. Allman. Nope. Riwitzer. Nope. Ready. Now Allman. Now Keach. Now enter. Enter with a pirouette. Gets it to Allman. Allman skating it in. And shot. Oh, and then enter takes out their goalie. Get off of him. Boys. Rochester boy goes in and gives a arm bar to enter as he's laying underneath the goalie's pad. So we'll get line change. Out comes, what do we have? Starkey on the draw. He's got Grassman and Hattlestead with him. And Bockel and Schmidt on D. Rochester gets it into the zone. Schmidt goes after it. Feeds it to Hattlestead. Hattlestead trying to find Starkey. Stolen from 44 from the dot. Shot goes wide. Another shot blocked by Bockel. Brooks battling with number 18. And Bockel comes out with it. Starkey came in to help. Allowed Bockel to get the puck loose. And now battling along the far boards. Starkey gets around number 14 and skates in. He's got Grassman with him. They're right next to each other. And now Hattlestead in the corner trying to get it loose. Gets it to Starkey. Starkey at the point. Feeds it over to Bockel. Bockel poked away. And now here comes number 10 on a breakaway. Number 10 denied. Schreiber out into neutral ice. Great save by Schreiber on a breakaway. And here comes Tosh. Tosh with a shot. Deflected by number 12. Never made it to the net. Tosh down low. Sticks go flying, and they're going to call a penalty on that. I'm not sure you can call a penalty on a stick getting flung into the air, but they're going to call it nonetheless. I didn't even see what it was, but I just saw a stick go flying, and they're going to send Dorzik, looks like. So Keaton's going to go sit for 2 minutes with 5:43 left. We'll put Keaton in, and we'll go on the penalty kill. And I don't have any graphics for that. All right, Keach on it with Allman, Reddy, and Riewitzer on the penalty kill. Allman trying to disrupt. Allman. And does. Allman trying to get to it, and Rochester keeps it in. Down low, Rochester looking to clear. And Allman disrupted enough to get it out into the Rochester end. Riewitzer disrupting nicely, trying to get it along the boards. Keach trying to get a stick on it. Number 8 keeping it in. Nope, it's number 5, sorry. 5 with it. Top shot through traffic. Blocker saved. Schreiber back out to the point. Number 18 over to number 2. Down low for number 97. Got their both of their goals, maybe? No, I think that's got one for sure. You know, maybe what would make sense is if those of you who are viewing, when I say who scores, you put it in the chat so we can keep track of who scores, because I'm not writing any of this stuff down. So I'm just doing the play-by-play. All right, Rochester back with it. 30 seconds left on the Dorzik penalty. Tosh now on, I don't think we call that a forecheck, but at least trying to disrupt their forward momentum. And now Cox there too. And an interesting way to enter the zone. Bockel trying to get it out. Bockel along the far boards in the corner. Got 4 guys there. Tosh trying to find it. Poked away by Bockel. Tosh gets it. And oh, gosh, he had Keaton coming out of the penalty box. And the pass just couldn't find him. Now, Tosh comes into the zone. Can't hold. Bockel with it. He's got to wait for Dorzik to check up. Dorzik does. Now Cox and Dorzik into the zone. Rochester looking for a breakaway. Number 7 hanging on the blue line, and Brelgy was there to break it up. Grassman taken down. Brelgy couldn't hold, has to go back for it, and Rochester going to go for a line change. Got Dorzik and Grassman on the blue line. Brelgy leaves it for Dorzik. Dorzik can't hold it, and Rochester brings it back into neutral ice. Schmidt picks it up, feeds it over to Grassman. Grassman pass behind him, but Dorzik picks it up. Dorzik getting hit by 16. Gets it in, feeds it to Starkey. Starkey with a shot, pad save. Another shot, doesn't make it through. Trying to hold that line, does, gets it down deep again. 2:30 left in the game. Scarlet's up 6-2. Starkey trying to get it. Panthers bring it out into neutral ice. Keats there to disrupt. Allows Dorzik the puck. Dorzik throws it on the near boards. Brelgy can't get to it. Rochester with it. Throws it to the far side, looking for an angle. Finds number 3, loses his edge. It allows Enter to pick it up. Enter's got Ullman coming in. Enter puts the brakes on. Nobody at the point. Ready, gets there. Ready, through traffic, poked away by number 7. 7, oh, dangerous. Now Keach gets it deep. Ullman goes after it. Ties his man up, but Rochester's there to pick it up. Rochester holding Ullman's stick. Let's go just before a penalty could be called. 15 trying to get loose, and Schmidt there to poke it away. Bacco dishes it to Ullman. Ullman into the zone. Number 4 with speed. Steals it from Ullman. Looking for a breakaway. Poked away. Held at the point. Schmidt. Shot through traffic. Ullman. I don't know what that was, guys. And I didn't have the camera turned well enough, but Ullman, I think, trying to do a screen with the goalie and then tried to duck, and now he's got 4 Rochester players around him. A little bit of an inquisition, trying to figure out what Ullman was doing. Isaac just skating to the bench. Oh, I got to stop my clock. 1:14 is where we're at. That's on goal, 43-25. And held up in the corner, this near corner. Someone goes down. That was Brody goes down, and now Dorzik goes down. Rochester trying to clear. They're going to clear it to neutral ice. Tried to get it deep and couldn't, and then Dorzik comes in. And Cox feeds it to Tosh. Tosh puts the brakes on at the point. Tosh over to Schmidt. Schmidt, top of the circle. Shot deflected wide off the glass. Held in the zone by Dorzik. Dorzik got Tosh at the point. Throws it down low for Cox. Brody into the slot. I think that's what we call it. And Bacco was there but couldn't find the puck. That's going to go all the way down for an icing with 26 seconds left. Shots on goal, 44-25. Well, thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you. It's always a struggle. To give you a little backstory, Rochester was recording in Mankato when we played Mayo, which was enough to give me what I felt like was a green light. That's going to be a goal. That's going to be a goal with 19 seconds left. I don't know who it was, but it's a goal nonetheless. And, oh, it's Barrett. And I got to tell you, Barrett with the goal, I think that was Barrett's first shift of the game, and he gets a goal. Well done, Barrett. Out there with Gifton Keach and Jackson Zimmerman. So they're going to keep those guys out to finish up the game. And just a good scrum right in front of the crease to find the net as the goalie made the save, but the puck stayed right around the crease. Oh, big hit there. 5 with a shot by Rewitzer, never made it through. And that's a trip right at the whistle. and he goes into the boards. So Scarlets take the win. 7-2 is the final score. Final shots on goal, 45-25. We're going to let the boys shake hands and finish up their ice time. We're going to wrap things up and head home. We'll see you on Tuesday, where the Scarlets will be at home facing Farmington. Hope you guys can tune in. Until then, stay fit, keep sharp, and make good decisions.